I'm Shayla. I want to talk tonight about what doTERRA calls essential emotions. And a lot of the information I get and that I talk about, I get from my own experience working with children with emotional disturbance and behavior disorders and oppositional defiance and things like that. I also get a lot of my information from reading books like Fostering Resilient Learners, which is an amazing book about trauma in the classroom and how to handle it and how to deal with it. And I also get help for Billy. A lot of my knowledge I get based on brain research I get from this book. It's a great book. It's by Heather T. Forbes. This one is by Christine Sawyers. Cover that up, Sawyers. And then where I get a lot of my information about the oils themselves is through experience and using them and just trying different things when I'm feeling different emotions and things. Also, my guide to help me with that is this amazing book, Emotions and Essential Oils. It doesn't have an author, but it's there's a company. Enlightened Alternative Healing, LLC. And so I get a lot of, I use this as my reference guide when I'm feeling certain emotions, and I will look it up and it tells me what it's helpful for, what it helps you do. So again, doTERRA is the oil that I use. Here is one of them, doTERRA. It's amazing. And we'll get into kind of in a second. I've got a lot to say tonight, and I hope that I get it all in a short time so that I'm not taking up too much of your time. So let's get started. So our body has what they call three brains. You have your mind, the logic and the intellect, and then you have your heart, which is your intuition, and then you have your gut, and that gives you that gut feeling. So you essentially have three brains within your body that are working to help you make decisions and help you to, live your everyday life. And emotions are the information carrying molecules that bind to and react with cells within your cells. And that's where the essential oils come in, because they target the cells and they heal the cells and they replenish the cells and they really get into your cells. And so when we're feeling these emotions, it's really the emotions are feeding into our cells, all the other cells in our body, and which causes reactions, which causes our thinking to be a certain way. It causes our heart to feel a certain way, and it gives us that gut feeling that we sometimes get. To make that connection, like if we can have all three, the brain, the mind, and the heart, and the gut, all in connection and all working where they need to be, then we essentially would then feel good and balanced. So you have, for example, like you would have this life experience, this stressor, this something happen that is causing all of your mind and your heart and your gut to just kind of go haywire a little bit. And so you're processing. Your mind is saying, okay, I have to figure this out. Your heart is saying, I feel very, very overwhelmed. Your gut is saying, I'm stuck and I can't, I don't know what to do. So then you react with a lot of head tension, a lot of headaches maybe, a lot of just chaos in the brain. And your heart is feeling very conflicted, with a lot of conflicted feelings. And then your gut is very unsettled, stomach aches, like irritability down there, grumbling, type of things. And then you start believing that when you're all three of these brains within your body are doing these things, you start believing that you can't handle this, you can't do this, that you're not good enough, that you just are a failure. So What we need, what the oils do is weeds all that out, gets rid of it. It gets rid of toxic stress. It gets rid of the toxic cells that are being produced in your body. And that's how the oils then heal, because they're healing those negative cells. They're healing the negativity that's going on. And the way that they do that is because the one drop of oil is equal to 40 million trillion molecules. And these chemical compounds service every cell of the body in a matter of minutes. And you can do it in 3 ways. You can do it aromatically, topically, or internally. Aromatically is the fastest way to affect a mood. So you're putting it in a diffuser. You could even open up one of the bottles and smell it, because it is the fastest way to affect a mood, because your sense of smell is directly correlated to your limbic system in your brain. And the limbic system in your brain is what affects your emotions, and it affects your reactions, and it affects your behaviors. It's what stores your long-term memories as well. And with those long-term memories are either good or bad, like the cells are the oils, are replenishing those cells and making them better and making them bigger. So what we would use aromatically to shift a mood, get rid of that head tension and the mind brain, would use past tense. And I do my own blend. My past tense roller is at school. So I carry this though. I do my own blend. I mixed past tense with the peace oil. And because the past tense was too overwhelming for me, even though it was supposed to get rid of the overwhelm and head tension. The peace is the more reassuring blend, and it's a more calming blend, or a calming scent. And so I like to mix those two together. It's kind of one of my favorite blends that I have to help with that head tension, help with headaches. And again, if I'm doing it aromatically, just smelling it or diffusing it. I diffuse it in the classroom sometimes too. So, and topically is where you put it on your skin. And you can apply it on the back of the neck. You can apply inside the wrists. You can apply bottoms of the feet. I like to do that sometimes with some lotion, so that, dry feet, and then mix it with the oils, and I get, double time work. Also, you can apply it on the inside of your elbow here. I like to call that the elbow pit. I don't know what other people call it. The crease of your elbow, maybe. I think that's what some people call it. Or even directly putting it on your heart, around your heart. Or around the stomach area if you're starting to get that upset, that gut feeling again. So to get rid of that head tension, that brain, the mind brain, you're going to put it on the back of the neck, maybe even behind the ears. For headaches, you can put it across your forehead. Peppermint works really, really well as well for headaches and fevers. Applying it over the heart or the inside of the wrists is going to help heal that heart brain that we talked about. And then applying it over the stomach and in the gut area. Sometimes I may even put it on my back, my lower back, and on the bottoms of the feet is going to help those gut feelings, that not indigestion up here, but like the rumbling and tumbling in your stomach. A good one to use for some of those types of feelings where you're just upset, you're unsettled, you're just not sure what to do, is balance. Balance is a very grounding blend. It's one that I'm trying to not get the glare. There we go. Balance. It's one that last couple of days I've noticed I've been grabbing towards and putting it on topically all over my body. Put a couple drops in the palm of my hand, and then I squirt my lotion that I use every day, and I just apply it all over the body. And that grounding blend is helping the negative emotions of unwilling to take responsibility for yourself, for life. You're disconnected, you're unstable, you're kind of scattered. again, that scatterbrain type thing. It promotes the positive, the body connection, the stability, the perseverance. One of the things I like, I'm reading from this book, one of the things I like that it talks about this grounding blend is that it's for personalities who seek to escape from life through disconnection or disassociation. And it helps stay present with specific plan or idea until it is embodied, providing an inner strength. And I find myself sometimes getting into a habit of that fantasizing type of thing of if, you know, my life would be different, this is how it would be. And I just get really caught up in that and not staying present in the moment and what is real right now. So I grab balance and apply it topically. I even diffuse it as well in my classroom a lot. Another blend that I like to use with balance is balance and frankincense together. I put it again in the CBD little bottle. But I love to do this at school with my kiddos. And I even have this in a roller. This isn't the roller, but I have it in a roller like this. And I roll it on the inside of wrists, on the inside of forearms, where it goes like this, where, you know, that way we're getting it, you know, aromatically, but then also it's getting into our skin as well and targeting that really fast. That's going to stimulate your self-repair. So aromatically, it's going to shift your mood. Topically, it's going to stimulate self-repair. It's going to stimulate the self-repair of those cells. And then internally, if you take them internally, and with doTERRA, you can do that because many of the oils do not balance. As I was looking, doesn't. You can't do that one. Bergamot has it. A supplemental facts on there, if you see right there, that tells you that you can ingest it, that you can take it internally. And if you're doing that, you're going to balance chemical reactions. The CPTG, labeled for dietary use, may be taken under the tongue. It can be taken in water or in a gel cap to support your overall health. I like to put it in my tea. Tonight, I made myself some tea, some tension tea, and dropped a couple drops, 2 drops of lemon in there, which is amazing, with my honey. And so that CPTG, the Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, tells you that it has gone through it's gone through stringent in-house and third-party testing. It's verified pure and filler-free, and it's extracted from plants harvested in their natural habitats. So the habitats that these plants that we get that doTERRA gets the oils from, they're not like not commercialized. Can't think of the word right now. They're in their natural habitats. It's where the plant grows the best and naturally, causing it to be more pure of an oil and much better for you. So that's why you can take them internally. You can ingest them, but make sure that it has the supplemental facts on it. Like I said, balance does not have that supplemental fact on it. You have to make sure you read your labels and that it's got, right there, that supplemental facts. So those are the 3 ways to use them. Aromatically to shift your mood, topically to stimulate the self-repair, and then internally to balance your chemical reactions that are going on. And it mentions, in a gel cap to support your overall health. It mentions in a gel cap. And one of the things, I got it downstairs, but that the doTERRA has are a daily support that contains minerals, micronutrients, and healthy fats that your body needs and what those 3 things do. They call it their lifelong vitality pack. And what those 3, they're kind of like vitamins. What they do is they go super strength, like superheroes through your body and replenish your cells and make them better. So, there's a quote that I found through the doTERRA research of emotions and essential oils, and this is what it is. It says you fill a bucket drop by drop, you clear your mind thought by thought, you heal yourself moment by moment. And I just love that. It makes my heart warm thinking about that, because it's true. Like, staying present in the moment, again, helps to solve problems. It helps to realize what is true and what is not so true, or what is reality and what is fantasy. It helps to keep your cells and your inner strength where it needs to be and in check. And doTERRA has a emotions set, I guess you could call it. They have blends, emotion blends, based on the different emotions that you feel. So one of them is forgive. It's a renewing blend. It has a lot of herbs and grasses in it, and trees as well. So some of the, it's got spruce, it has bergamot, it has juniper berry, and lemon, and myrrh, and arbor vitae. And those are, a lot of those oils are helping with sadness, but then it's also helping with feelings of ashamed, bitterness, discontented, grieving. Forgive is going to help you get through that. Another one of my super favorites lately that I've been using a little, I guess not too often, but a lot, I've been using it a lot, is Console. I love this one. Console is helping with hurt feelings, worried feelings, grieving, sadness. My story with Console is, there was one day when I was just, it hit me out of nowhere, super overwhelmed with some sadness upon running into somebody and learning new facts about my reality that I was living. And like, it was overwhelming. Like, and I had to get my stuff together in order to continue in my day and where I was, because I was out in public. And I grabbed a little bit of Console, a little ball of it, and tipped it over and just started applying on the back of my neck and behind my ears, and it warms my heart. I love it. I love Console. It's good. The next one is Peace, and I already showed you my tension Peace blend, but I also have Peace in a roller. Use this one in the classroom a lot as well when things start to become a little bit overwhelming, anxious. This is going to get rid of it. Insecure, worried, fearful. Peace is going to help get rid of those feelings and balance you out and restore some happiness. And then it moves into Motivate, and I have Motivate in a roller. I don't use Motivate a whole lot. I'm pretty easily motivated. It's like self-motivated, but I do carry it in case I have friends that need some motivation, which does happen quite often, actually. So motivation is going to help when you're discouraged, when you're gloomy, apathetic, insecure. Motivate's going to help. It's they call it their encouraging blend. And Cheer, which is the one I don't have. I don't even know why I don't have it. I realized I don't have it. But Cheer is another uplifting blend, and it helps with distress, disinterest, gloomy. Again, it's got the citrus and the spices in it that's going to help uplift and encourage. And then Passion. Passion is an amazing one, and this is how I do my Passion. I have it in a little dropper bottle, but I've mixed it with Whisper, which is a women's blend, and Passion helps inspire. So maybe if you're bored, you're discontented, you're bitter, you're disinterested, I like to use Passion when I'm just feeling kind of blah about things, I guess, I'm just kind of like, I could be happy, I could not, it doesn't, I'm just kind of about the world. So that's when, and again, I mixed it with Whisper just because I love Whisper, and That's my little blend that I like to go to if I want to kind of pamper myself as well. So those are the 6 blends, emotion blends that doTERRA does, that they have made specific for emotions and help restore what you need restored in your body, whether it be your mind, your heart, or in your gut. And all 3 of those need to be working together, balanced, so that healthy decisions are made, or healthy thoughts are thought, because nobody is ever not good enough. Nobody is ever not trying. And you sometimes need a little help. And doTERRA helps me with that. So that's all I got tonight. I did go a little longer than what I wanted, but that's okay. It's all good information, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.